Hello my friends and welcome to episode 42 of our Football Manager 2020 Let's Play. What you're looking at right now is the team that we're going to go with for today's game in the Europa League Quarter Finals against AC Milan. First leg is the away leg at the San Siro. Since the last episode though, where we took on Sevilla, we beat Livingston 4-0, John Souttar, a Nicky Devlin on goal, Dea Turnbull from the spot and a thunderbolt from him, giving us a 4-0 victory all in the first half, and then we slowed down in the second. We then huffed and puffed and struggled against Rafe once more, tossing an Alex Lowry on the score sheet. Alex Lowry since picked up another little knock. He did also miss a penalty that he wouldn't normally take, to be honest, but I wanted to get him a goal on his return. But as I said, he's since taken a little bit of a knock, but he is on the bench today. We then played Partick Thistle away. Kasper Dorberg and Daniel Alanes finally back in amongst the goals, both with braces. Today, obviously a very, very tough test. We've got a Dundee United Scottish Cup semi-final game in between times. I'm not going to have that on camera. We'll skip straight to the final if we do that. If we progress, and if not, you'll obviously get the result in the second leg, because that's kind of the way I try to do things here. Obviously, we're ending this series at the end of this season, so this will make... Well, the result today will define how many episodes left, so if you're watching and part of the playlist, rather than as the video's been released, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but I'm trying to keep everyone in the loop about what the channel's doing going forward. I said in a previous episode that I need to edit the database to keep up with accuracies that have changed in real life now. That will not be a transfer update. I don't feel that's ever realistic to start in July with January sign-ins, so I've never really been a big fan of the winter update. I have used it a couple of times, but I'm not for that series. So many of you will be able to sort of guess based on that hint where we're going for our new series. If you want to have a crack at it, guess down below in the comments. We're going to get straight into this match. I have offered Alex Lowry a new contract. I finally got his agent to not put the minimum release fee lock straight away. He's worth £10 million just now. That's with that injury. He came back, obviously straight back in amongst the goals. Got Billy Gilmore in because David Turnbull obviously can't play, and Alex Lowry not quite fit enough after picking up that extra knock. So he will be probably good for about 15-20 minutes at the end, but I'm not risking him until then. And I just feel like I trust Gilmore more than Domjoni, who's the only other option that I can put in there. At the minute, obviously we could have gone with Jack, but I prefer Jack on the bench for McCrory if there's any issues there. McCrory and Barisic and Hendricks all on yellow cards, as is Aaron Hickey, which is why he did not play, because I would prefer him for the home game. Always prefer to know what we've got to do for the home game. We've gone with Abel Ruiz up top as well, just because he's been consistently amongst the goals this season. You know, he's now our top goal scorer, ahead of Ryan Kent, who's still injured. He might actually get back for a little run by the end of the season. By the end of the season, but I don't know if I will give him that. So far, good start. No shots conceded in the first sort of 10 minutes or so. Although I'm going to guess there was one there that we've got a goal kick. Harry Wilson. Oh, it's really poor from Harry Wilson. It's run straight into Theo. And in fact, where the monkey is our defence. Also to add, we do not have the beta thing. You know, the beta patch update. I'm not using that just now. I felt that I would see this season out without it, and then next series we'll use it, because, you know, I'm not enjoying the game too much, but I didn't want to get too much of a feel for that patch and then hate the game or love it and want to stay with this series when I've already committed to going for another series. And I'm really looking forward to a different type of challenge. I'm going to go with a bit of praise. You know, we're 0-0 at the San Siro, 20 minutes in. I think that's a reasonable sort of start so far. Kasper Dolberg, oh, it's a lovely ball for Abel Ruiz. Hopefully he's onside. It's an absolutely horrific effort from Abel Ruiz though. No response from our praise. I really dislike that. You know, give me something. Encouraged, didn't react. Well, I guess no reactions kind of didn't react, but give me a reason for why they've not reacted. Good clearance from Hendricks, finds Abel Ruiz, who beats his man. And he's running down, gets in and under pressure, fluffs it wide. He needed a shout really to pass behind or try and hold it up. Unfortunately he went for goal, which you can't really blame your striker for doing really. Particularly when he's your top goal scorer. Jose Martinez back to Katic. No, not Hendricks. Why am I saying Hendricks? He's not even a goalkeeper. Rajkovic. Harry Wilson heads down to Sergio Gomez. Into Abel Ruiz. Oh, it's a really good save, but a tame effort again. Harry Wilson flips it across. Dolberg. Oh, he's missed it. You missed it. Clear out by Javi Martinez. Harry Wilson. And we're down. We do not deserve to be behind in this game right now. Frank Kessié has scored. Martin Odegaard won the header. We do not deserve to be behind right now. And we find ourselves in that position. That is frustrating. Dressing room, please. I'm going to go with that. I don't think it's necessarily correct. I feel like we've been the better team, but I like to fire my players up as much as we can. Just frustrating that they've scored right on the cusp of half time as well. Got that free kick though, Barisic. About 25 yards, it's decent, it's in. Borna Barisic in the team, just because I didn't want Hickey being suspended for the next game really. There's not a lot between Barisic and Hickey. Barisic still slightly better going forward. Hickey slightly better defensively I think, but still has the ability to go forward. Unlike some right backs I've bought in the past. But that's what you get from Barisic. That is one thing that Hickey cannot offer us that Barisic can, is a deadly set piece. Dolberg whips it to Barisic. The goal scorer played in. Dolberg. Oh! He's missed it again. I'm bringing Dolberg off because that's 2 or 3 really big sitters now that he's missed. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Alanes for Dolberg. And I'm going to put Abel Ruiz on the left wing. Because I think if I keep Meyer for Harry Wilson, who's tied in. Plus, Ruiz has been pretty tame in his shots as well. But you cannot be missing from 2 yards out. Gilmore whips it in. Katic heads down. Abel Ruiz. Their defending is very last ditch and desperate. Ross McCrory is booked, which means he misses the home leg as well, which is actually quite frustrating and concerning because we don't really have that natural replacement for him. You know, Jack can go in there, but we're never the same team without McCrory compared to other positions. Abel Ruiz only a 6.0. That's slightly concerning. We will bring on Alex Lowry for Billy Gilmore for the last 10 minutes now. Just add that bit of passing range. A 1-1 draw at the San Siro is not bad. I feel like we have been the better team here, and they have, you know, kind of stolen it from us. Abel Ruiz, an absolute shocking performance from him. Hendricks also suspended for the next game. Barisic kind of escapes all the yellows. John Stewart was suspended for this one. Abel Ruiz with an absolute shocker. Good effort. You, assertive. I am not happy. And I will come back for the second leg in just a second. Hello and welcome back to the second leg. We had one game in between, of course, where we played Dundee United in the Scottish Cup semi-final. We won 2-0. Goals from Alex Lowry in the 95th minute and Kasper Dolberg in the first half. Gave us that 2-0 win. They actually scored in the 94th minute. It was disallowed correctly for offside and we went up the park, and Alex Lowry scored from the resulting counter-attack from the free kick. It was quite good of us to seal the deal there. Wasn't the best performance in the world, but we've gone with, you know, some changes for this game. Back to full strength. It was a rotated side for Dundee United, of course, to try and keep the players fresh for this game. We've kept Barisic at left back. No other changes at defence. Zifoik, never know how to pronounce that, comes in at right back, obviously with Hendricks injured. Barisic have went because Hickey offers both sides, so I felt he was better on the bench for this game. I was actually going to play Hickey. Jack comes in at holding midfielder with McCrory being suspended. Alex Lowry comes in into the advanced playmaker role simply because he scored in the last game. He managed 90 minutes against Dundee United, and I trust that he could probably do about 60 here, might be slightly less, but we'll see how he goes. Harry Wilson, Kasper Dolberg and Abel Ruiz. Back off the naughty step after the last game. He got a warning and a fine as well. It's just a small fine, just a day or so before coming off the naughty step for this game. Hopefully we see a performance from him and a response in that regard. I'm going to go with the fans one, because that tends to get a response. It's not worked. Passionate. Show me what you've got. This has worked, completely worked, and I'm going to get you to mark Odegaard. See if, that changes anything, just because I've got a feeling they're going to come for us. Well, they have to come for us. They're, behind on goal difference, or away goals, rather, from the first leg. Early sort of goal kick for them. Abel Ruiz, good pressing. Kasper Dolberg a bit too narrow for that defence there. As Alex Lowry comes out and takes it off him instead. He's not really, he's not the slowest Alex Lowry actually, but, no serial support. He's not naturally a winger. His, style is to be that playmaker. The Z-man winning the challenge. Harry Wilson forward for Abel Ruiz, forced wide. Back in for Harry Wilson. Falls for Abel Ruiz. Again, defending in numbers quite well here actually, Milan. As you expect from Italian sides. Dolberg just over the bar. Oh. So close. I'm going to give some early praise here actually, because I feel, just stopping them creating chances right now is good enough for us. And we're actually creating so far. Barisic, good challenge. Unfortunately, couldn't quite win it. Played across, Katic, heads down. Gomez, Katic, launches forward. Harry Wilson, launch forward for Abel Ruiz. Doesn't quite get there as it sort of bounced away. Nobody in that holding role as Payet. Oh, and he's gone past one. Shalhakanoglu, the Turk, whips in. Barisic, oh, it's a poor header. Mischallenge there. It's a decent ball, but nobody's there. Barisic, what an awful header, son. And right now we're going out. Z-man with the throw. Abel Ruiz, Harry Wilson. Decent ball in, nobody there though. Kasper Dolberg. Barisic, oh, he scored the equaliser in the first leg. That is a thunderbolt. That makes up for that header. Well, kind of. We've lost our away goal advantage now, unfortunately, because of it. But that is an absolute thunderbolt from the Croatian. Actually quite clever here from Dolberg as well to find that pass. But I will take that all day long from Borna Barisic. Here he is with another free kick whipped in. Gomez! I'm trying to consider how they've managed to score 2 goals against us over this sort of game and 25 minutes that we've played. Feels like we've been by far and away the better side both times. Alex Lowry winning that. Back to Barisic, the goal scorer. Jack, calmly as you like. Kasper Dolberg plays it in. Harry Wilson. How does he get a tackle in there? He's behind him. That makes no physical sense to me. Barisic whips it in. Cleared away. Only as far as Alex Lowry headed down, but whoever was there, I think it was Jose Martinez, did not respond to it. I'm going to go with a get creative for the last sort of 15 minutes of this half. Inspired by the feedback. That works for me. Caldera, Romanoglu as they play it out from the back. Feel like we need a bit more closing down there, guys. Lowry, oh, that's good. Again, just not getting away from them though. Harry Wilson. Decent ball in. Falls kindly in the clearance for Dolberg. Jack. Dolberg. He's got Barisic on the overlap. Can he find him? Jack. Lowry. Oh, Abel Ruiz have stepped out. And the Spaniard. Oh my days. I have to trust you to score goals, Abel Ruiz. You've got 20 of them this season. That should have been added to the tally. In fact, in Europe he's actually not been the best. Dolberg. I'm not justifying finishing his name there. That was awful from the Dane. Rodriguez into Odegaard. Should have Jack accompanying him. Apparently doesn't it just now. Paqueta into Rodriguez. Decent ball in. Barisic, much more quality on that header from Borna Barisic. Switch to the other side now as we're struggling to get out. Alex Lowry with a good interception. Great ball over the top for Abel Ruiz. Can he finally hit the back of the net? Yes, he can. 21st of the season. Finally hits the back of the net against AC Milan. It's been coming. You know, he's had a lot of very timid efforts against him. Alex Lowry steps in well there. Great ball forward, hitting him on the break. They have to obviously come at us if they want to avoid extra time now. But unfortunately now, if they do score, away goals will kick in. So I'm not ready to go anywhere near defensive yet. Still want to be making sure we're trying to dominate the ball and match their midfield. Might make some changes in the midfield for that reason. Alex Lowry's obviously been very, very good, but he's not going to last the full 90. Is Niko Katic. He's not came up at the top, so I'm very, very, very nervous. Oh, the VAR made a decision. Didn't even show us a replay to say it's disallowed. This Sporting Lisbon Roma game, the game that we will play the winner of. Sporting Lisbon winning that just now, coming back from a goal behind themselves against their Italian counterparts. It doesn't look like there's many easy games left. Lukaku scoring against Man United, of course, just for banter. Gonna go with the... Will you stop getting confused, please, guys? I'm going to keep Alex Lowry on for a little bit. I know his fitness isn't ideal, but he's playing so well. You know, he's creating things, he's picking things up. I'm pushing him as far as I can, basically. Rajkovic with that save on the instant highlight. We've picked up a knock here for Kasper Dolberg. To bring off... I think I'm bringing on Alanez and putting Abel Ruiz there. And we can obviously change things again later on, should we want to. But I think that gives us more options later on, substitute-wise, when we're being forced into that sub. Alanez not obviously had a huge amount of game time in Europe. Going to give a bit of praise here. Watch him score from this free kick now that I've done that. Rajkovic collects it. Actually a very, very good ball in. If Rajkovic missed that, I think it was in the net. It's launched forward from Rajkovic. Here is Abel Ruiz. I'm not sure what happened there. I went to double check that it was recording. For whatever reason, my brain keeps trying to double check that. So I looked at the other screen and we'd lost the ball. Barisic calmly back into Predrag Rajkovic. Out to Jose Martinez, who will be suspended for the next game. Launched forward towards Alanez. Doesn't win it. Lowry. Again, I don't understand how we're not getting that ball there. Feels like we were in the commanding position there. Ref, what? What's going on here? Straight red. Straight red for throwing an elbow there. I'm pretty sure he was in front. Right, what I'm going to do... How much do I trust Aaron Hickey to defend? Alex Lowry to defend. I don't think he's naturally a defender, you know. He's not got a good enough positioning. He's got decent marking and decent tackling. Not got the positioning though. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Put Harry Wilson in the middle. Abel Ruiz down here because we can bring him off for Gilmore. Aaron Hickey on for Jack. Go cautious. More direct passing, or slightly more. Stop playing out of defence, stop passing into space. Stop working in. Attacking mid will just keep standard. Stop slow pace down. Hold shape, regroup. Bring this back to lower. Want to keep some press in, so standard, get stuck in. I'm genuinely not convinced this is a this was a red card, you know. I genuinely do not feel the angle that they were at, that could be an elbow from the Z-man. But watch him here. Oh, maybe it was. The elbow's definitely up there. Skip it forward. Watch him across here. The elbow goes up after he hits it. I think it's bad animation, to be honest. And I think that's why I've missed it in real time, but I think that could be correct. Not the right time for it, Z-Man. Lowry plays it out to Alanes. Obviously now having to play it on his own up top. Does have Harry Wilson in support through the middle. That's a great ball from Harry Wilson as Sergio Gomez takes the overlap. Unfortunately, they've got back. Sergio Gomez keeps it alive. Whipped in from Hickey. Just over Alanes. We just decided to switch back to the highlight that I requested to watch a while ago and stop watching. Another free kick to them, whipped in back post. Predrag Rajkovic holds it well. Slow it down, son. Launch forward into the midfield. Billy Gilmore, Sergio Gomez. Alan is offside here, we know. I could see that from a country mile away, but again, decent play. Let's slow it down even further. Let's have some time wasting. Doing reasonably well. Lowry will be hating that box to box. Gilmore maybe actually could be better there, you know. Marking's worse, tackling's worse, positioning's better. But he's also not capable of playing up. I think we stick with this. I think Lowry is the right man for that job. I've got a trust of Alex Lowry, you know. I trust it could be misplaced at times. You know, he's a kid in a big game. Just signed a new contract as well. 30 grand a week he's on. With a wage rise when he gets 5 international caps. It's the only way I could get him not to have a release clause in his contract. Martinez, get rid of it, son. Seriously. The goalkeeper's got it. Martinez takes it off him. Clears it off him. Watch this. Just clear it off you. Falls perfectly for their guy. It's blocked by Lowry. Falls perfectly for him again. And he gets it in at the near post. What an absolute shambles. We now need to go for this with 10 men. Because Z-Man gets himself sent off and Martinez doesn't clear the bloody ball. In fact, actually, swap yous around. Want you central midfielder attack. You can stay as an advanced playmaker on support. Use a pressing forward. Work ball into box. Never. No. More direct. Come on. Let me press the buttons. So angry with that. You know, we should be clear through here. They weren't in the game in the first leg. Not really done much in the second. Till we got a man sent off for a ridiculous thing. And now we're not playing direct football when I'm telling them to play direct. They're literally playing it, spraying it across defence. Literally spraying it across the defence. And now they're not passing. Come on! Oh. Infuriated at this game. They deserve nothing from the first leg. They got away with that. They've got ridiculous amount of luck to this game. Oh, why are you... we don't get the break of that. It falls to them again. Everything has fallen for them over these 2 legs. Absolutely everything. And we're out. Four clear-cut chances to 1 from the second leg again. It's ridiculous. Now, maybe should. You know, you guys will come and say to me, go and use the beta update patch and stuff. I don't want to for this series, just because I'm kind of done with it. Probably justified. Yeah, confirm. Quarterfinals is our end point, which means next episode will be if we can win the title against Celtic, we'll do Celtic and Celtic for the Scottish Cup final. If the title's already won by then it'll just be the Scottish Cup final, guys. Because I don't want to show you every single game now. I'm a bit miffed at that. You know, even if we go back to the first leg, look at the match stats. 5 clear-cut chances. Over the 2 legs, we had 9 clear-cut chances to their 1. You know, they had an extra half chance there. And we're out. It's ridiculous. So yeah, we'll be back in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.